Well, hey, everybody. I guess I'm going to record a quick announcement before I make a separate video for the lecture, partly so that I don't date the lectures too much. That way I can reuse them in the future. I know Tuesday classes, I tend to put too much stuff in and I'm always in a rush to get to my next class. So I did want to make a couple of quick announcements. First off, I may change my office hours a little bit. I will have an office in 312, which is the floor above where we are in class. And it's the same place where Dr. Devaney, Dr. Voris, and Dr. Medley have their offices. So it's right in there. So I might start adding in like a 5 to 6 office hours. I know I'm going to meet one student next week at 5. And I thought that might be not a bad, just go ahead and have like an hour office hour there in case you do need to come by and see me. As I said, I don't really expect students to come by very often, but you're always welcome to if you need to. Real quick, I know, professors get a grace period the first couple of weeks of a semester. We don't really have much to do other than lecture. There's not much to grade. And then, about 3 weeks into it, suddenly we got to start grading. And I know I'm pretty much ended my grace period now. So I know I need to give you a little bit of feedback on some of the stuff you've done. Real quick on some of the homework, because I haven't really talked about this yet. A lot of the homework really is just a check mark. I do look over it and I am making sure you're doing enough work, but that's really for you. I'm giving you credit for it, but really that's kind of on you because, this is the stuff that your midterm is going to come from and your final is going to come from. And obviously this is your major. So hopefully you're kind of teaching yourself this material. But when you get to the midterm, I mean, all you're going to have are your notes, which is your homework a lot of times. So the other thing is I hope you're saving all your homework. You're not just tossing it, and I hope you're saving all the handouts and not just tossing those, because not only will you need them for your test, but you'll also just need them in your career. At this point in your career, you should be saving everything you get in your classes, intro level classes, whatever. But for you guys, history and political science classes, every handout you get, every assignment you should put it in a folder and just save it for later. But anyway, so some of this stuff is just a check mark. There's not much feedback. The main thing I'm going to do over the next few days, if I see people really not putting enough work into it, I might shoot them an email and say, we really need to do a little bit more because this is going to hurt you on the midterm and such. The one thing I do want to get back with you a little bit on is your the initial assignment with Cronin and Carolyn Merchant. And I really probably will like to get back with you on your personal environmental history, because I was really interested in that topic. I've looked at some of them, but I haven't finished all of them. And again, I'm mostly just to acknowledge that I read them for you. 2 quick things, and then we'll be done with this announcement. Make sure you are starting to read Changes in the Land. I think I mentioned this on Tuesday yesterday. You still got a couple of weeks left, but and it's a short book, but you should be at least knocking out a chapter a week, and reading it, taking notes, thinking about it. Because again, not only will there be a book review, but we'll probably in some way or fashion talk about it, whether it's in person or online. I guarantee that book will be, and it won't be the super details, but the big concepts of that book, I guarantee will be on both the midterm and the final, because it is, again, it's a foundational book for this field. So make sure you're on that. You haven't just put it away and forgotten about it. And lastly, again, you still got a couple of weeks, but I think it's September 6th, but you can check me on that. And that's your topic is due for your paper. And yes, before anybody emails me, I know it's still pretty early. Yes, if you get further along and you need to tweak it or change it, you can, but only up to a degree. In other words, you can't email me November 5th and be like, I want to do something totally different. Like, so yeah, because I really want you working on this throughout the semester. And I do apologize. I'm very embarrassed, and I'm glad you caught me on it because it was an accident. I was, inconsistent. That was very embarrassing, but it happens. But yeah, 10 pages minimum. That's pretty standard for upper level courses, and up to about 15. I expect most of you to be in the 10 to 11 page range. Now that is text. That's not cover page. That's not bibliography. That is text. But if you pick a topic that you like, that you research, it'll be hard keeping it at 10 pages. And again, I want to encourage you to pick something that you're interested in, that there's enough sources for. Don't try to please the professor or anybody else. Pick what you're interested in, what you're already passionate about, maybe what you're doing your capstone on. And that's something else. I mean, be thinking about your capstone if already. I know some, Okay, I'm starting to repeat from Tuesday, so that's it. All right, so perhaps this, I'm going to start recording the lecture. I'll try to keep it short. It's on apes, as I talked about, and there will not be a major documentary you're going to have to watch this week. I'm going to have a lot of short clips that you can watch, all of them less than 10 minutes. They might add up to about 45 minutes total. And I am going to have some optional videos if you want to watch. Probably a movie, if I can squeeze it in space-wise, a movie and maybe a documentary. And again, I'm no fool. I used to be a student. I know when I say optional, probably most of you aren't going to watch it, and that's okay. But I wanted to give you, I'll try to do that quite a bit. Give those who might be interested in a particular topic a little bit more to go. And by the way, apes and the study of apes and the relationship between humans and apes and movies. I mean, this is a great topic for a paper, by the way. A more in-depth analysis of some of these people that I'm going to talk about today and stuff. I mean, so again, I want to, every week, I just want to keep telling you, these are, focus, think about your topics, get creative with it. And again, try to pick something that you're interested in. Okay, thank you guys. And next time you'll see me, I'll be lecturing. Okay.